You're Locked On Devils, your daily podcast on the New Jersey Devils. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
Hi, this is Bryce Salvador, and you're Locked On Devils with Trey Matthews.
Elliott scores! Oh, Stevens stepped up, nailed it. Brodor's got the puck. What a shot. The Devils win the Stanley Cup.
All right, Nace, you're nearly 20 games into your second stint with New Jersey. How are things been going from your perspective?
I've been going good. Just working on building our team chemistry, kind of getting the, I think the winning culture back into this locker room, and so far it's been going pretty good.
What were some of your expectations heading into the season? Obviously, the Devils brought you back for a reason. They saw something in you, and what were those expectations heading into the season?
I think again it's kind of we want to reestablish what winning means here. I think they had a little bit of a lull last year, and they brought in some older guys that help button that up a little bit, and I guess myself being one of them, and the expectations are to make the playoffs and to be a playoff contender, and we have a step to do that tonight here in Florida, and after a day off, and we just played them before, so we're looking forward to that.
You've obviously seen some success with the Carolina Hurricanes, and you talked about making the playoffs. How do you try to transition that experience from Carolina to New Jersey to basically be a mentor of some sorts to the younger guys?
It's learning how guys operate and how guys tick. What makes one person successful one way is totally different for the next guy. So just bringing life experience and bringing playoff experience and bringing just things in general to the locker room that you can help out throughout your day-to-day, and plays that I can see sometimes are different than the way other guys see it, and helping them maybe eliminate some of the mistakes, and be able to do that. It creates winning hockey over and over again, and I think you see that.
Let's talk about a couple of your line mates, Eric Halla, Paul Cotter. How were you guys able to click so early? Because you guys have seen a lot of offensive success.
Paul's also he's been really good. He's heavy on the puck. He's strong. Decision makings we're working on from time to time, which is part of growing. Like I was saying, and Halsey's just been so dominant in the circle. He's been allowing us to start the puck, start our shifts with the puck a lot, and he's just that little solid guy up and down the middle of the ice that we can rely on defensively, and then when offensive zone time comes, we're able to click.
We talk about aggression, and that was one of the big focal points for Tom Fitzgerald heading into the offseason. When you see someone maybe getting picked on a little bit, and you come to their defense, we saw a little bit in the last game against the Panthers. Is that really important to your game, to just know that you have that your teammates you have your teammates back?
Yeah, it's just part of the game, right? It's just a team sport. It's not an individual sport. So, once we start caring a little bit more about the guy next to us than you do really about yourself, is when we were able to be more successful, and we're building towards that. We bring in a guy like Brendan Dillon, who's obviously as tough as they come. We saw the fight the other night, and he's the first one to say that as long as you're comfortable on the ice, that means he's doing his job. And I'm not quite that presence out there, but what I try to do is just provide that comfort for my teammates whenever it's need be, and just try to be a presence on the ice and make sure that people aren't going to take advantage of guys.
Let's just talk about how you guys collectively have been doing as a team. 19 games in, how satisfied are you guys where you're at currently?
You're never fully satisfied, right? So, it's a long season. We're building our house right now, right? We had to build the foundation. We're starting with that, and we start doing building blocks here and there as you get up, and we're not looking to hit our peak until we need to in the in the middle, or sorry, not in the middle of the season, but at the end of the season going into playoffs. So, but you got to build layer by layer, and so far we've done a pretty good job, and we just got to keep working.
How does it feel to basically be entrusted by Sheldon Keefe to be on the captain line and try to lead the way?
Yeah, it was the thing that we talked about just with me coming here is that, I might be used in every line situation. My game doesn't change. My game is a hard nose. I'm not going to change, who I am, and I'm not I'm not the skill guy. I'm the go-getter guy. So I think just wanted to add a little bit more, physicalness on that line. Get Timo and let those guys, hang on to the puck a little bit more, and yeah, so far it's been good. We'll see what happens and go from there.
I'm sorry, last one. You've been a huge catalyst on the power play. What's been clicking for you on the man advantage?
Again, my same thing when I kind of got brought in here is just be a net front guy. Play that little style down low, get pucks back for those guys, and let them kind of do their thing. And once I get it, it's just being able to make that next play and make those guys be able to trust me.
I hope you guys are enjoying today's bonus content. Before we continue, let me tell you guys about FanDuel. Get ready to tackle the NFL action with FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook. Because right now, new customers can bet $5, get $150 in bonus bets if you win. The FanDuel Sportsbook app gives you everything you need to place live bets on the NFL all in one place. So when you get a hunch in the middle of the game, you can check out the latest stats, view live play-by-play, and so much more on the same page where you place your bets. Just visit FanDuel.com to join today. You'll get started with $150 in bonus bets if you win your first $5 bet. That's FanDuel.com. Never waste a hunch and make every moment more with FanDuel, an official sportsbook partner of the NFL. Okay, let's get back to today's bonus episode. Take it away.
Well, Paul, first and foremost, happy birthday to you. How do you want to celebrate it?
I think a win would be the best way to do it. Maybe a birthday goal. Two of those things would be pretty cool.
When you look on social media, we saw your pregame ritual doing the DJ thing. Are you riding with the nickname DJ Pauly C?
I don't think so. They had it in Vegas for a little bit. We have some European guys in the room that play some, Euro music. So I was kind of listening to it and did a little DJ. I didn't think the ceiling camera would catch me on that one, but seems like it was pretty fun on social media for some people.
All right, now on a more serious note, you've been really good offensively. I know we talked about it a couple days ago, but can you inform my audience as to what's just been clicking for you offensively, how you've been utilized so far this season?
Yeah, I think it's pucks have been going in, which is nice, but I think anywhere kind of you get a fresh start, new team, I'm getting put in different situations, different opportunities, so that sometimes helps. Meshed with Halsey and Noesen pretty early, which was awesome, and we seem to do a pretty good job of reading off of each other and makes it easy on me. So I think just a mixture of those things has made it pretty easy on us. Obviously, a team that's winning is, production comes in all different ways, so hopefully I can continue to do that.
Let's talk about a couple of your line mates. They've had high praise for you, talking about what you bring personally, but what do each of them bring to bring the best out of each other?
I'd love to hear what they said first. That'd be awesome.
Well, Stefan says decision-making is what we're working on for you, but he says, you've been tremendous offensively, being aggressive, and I believe you're leading the team in hits right now, so he's had high praise for you, and obviously Eric kind of does the dirty work as well, and Eric's known for bringing the best out of his line mates as well, but they've had high praise for your game.
Yeah, no, I mean, they're both awesome. They've both been in the league for a long time and established players, so it's easy to play with them. They play pretty much by the script, so it's easy to read off of. And Halsey and Noesen are pretty unbelievable beneath the goal line. So if I just find a spot to get open, normally it comes right to me.
A lot of talk about how this is a good test to see where you stack up against the defending Stanley Cup champs. What did it take for your team to have a decisive win tonight?
It took a lot, and you're right. Yeah, I mean it's a great test for our group, and I thought we did a great job. I think obviously not surprised, but I think just pretty satisfied with how we played, and I took all four lines and all the D pairings, and obviously Markey played great, so I think all of us had a hand in tonight's win, and I'm proud of our group.
After the only goal for Florida, you all held them to just one shot for the remainder of that period, and you were able to generate 6 chances yourself. What do you like about your team's response after goals or after momentum swings?
It's great. I mean, I think we have a lot of tools. I mean, you see Dilly step up there. It's a crucial part in the game that gets us going, and we have guys that can fight. We have guys that can make skill plays. We have guys that get pucks behind them and go to work. And I thought everybody bought into the system and did well. So I think what started it was Dilly's fight, and obviously we have a lot of respect for him for doing that. And from there on out, I think we all bought in.
Cotter, after tonight, you've tied your goal total from last season. You're halfway to your points total. Just collectively this season, what's been different for you compared to your previous team with Vegas?
Yeah, I mean, it's I think obviously as you get a couple of years under your belt, no matter where you are, you're going to do a little bit better. And Vegas is a great stepping stone for me. Nothing but awesome stuff to say about that place and organization. But I have a lot of respect for Fitzy, making that trade, and Sheldon giving me a little bit more opportunity, whether it's 4-on-4 or just different situations that I can thrive in or show my potential. So I think it's just getting a little bit more opportunity, get a little bit more comfortable to make plays, and obviously playing with Noesen and Halsey for the most part, and then we mesh easy, so it makes it easy on me.
How satisfying is it to get this win, tough outing in your last matchup against the Sharks, and this is the defending champions, and they were riding a 7-game winning streak?
Yeah, it's big. I mean, it shows what our group can do. I think there's a lot of questions. We had a lot of good spurts throughout games, but can't really put together quite a full 60. I thought we did a pretty close job of that, and this is a team that you got to tip your cap to them. They're a great team. They do a lot of things well, and it just shows what our group can do tonight based off the ending.
Markstrom continues just to see everything. He was a really calming presence for you all. How has he been able to really fit into this group and help you guys in those tough moments?
I mean, yeah, score speaks for itself with his play. Outstanding goalie, but I mean, it just, even in the room, he's such a crucial part of our group, and I mean, it's awesome. He's an older guy that's been around the league, and couldn't say too many good things about him.
Before we wrap up today's bonus episode, let me tell you guys about Prize Picks. I've actually used Prize Picks quite frequently, especially during the basketball season. You can now win up to 100 times your money on Prize Picks with as little as 4 correct picks. Prize Picks is the best way to get in on the sports action in over 30 states, including Florida, California, Georgia, and Texas. Prize Picks is the best place to get real money sports action. Join over 10 million users and sign up today. Download the app and use code LOCKEDONNHL to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Once again, download the app today. Use the code LOCKEDONNHL to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. Run your game. All right, let's close out today's bonus episode. Take it away once again.
Talked about was we need to have better breakouts. What have you seen improved with your team's ability to handle pressure, especially on breakouts, since that last game?
Yeah, I think we've gotten a lot better in that regard, just getting to our spots quicker, executing better, recognizing when there's nothing there. We've got to just make sure we get it out and get some speed onto it. But yeah, I mean, that was probably the worst. That was the worst game we've played all season. So, there's some video from that game that's useful. Some of it we think we've grown a lot since then, and we get a chance to show that here tonight.
The defensive structure that your team has played, and even some of the defensemen have been able to shut down some elite talent. They have a lot of firepower on their side. What have you liked about the ability to limit those players?
Well, I think the guys have just, the defensemen as our sort of our last line, if you will, have done a really good job keeping things in front of them, protecting our net. Well, I think we've held our structure well, whether that's leaving the offensive zone and minimizing what we give up in terms of fast break chances or guys getting behind us, and then insulating our defense that way, and then same with our defensive zone coverage. But we'll be stressed in those areas tonight, no question. This team comes out of their zone and through the neutral zone as fast and as well as anybody in the league, and very dangerous in the offensive zone, of course, led by their top guys. But as a team, they play very, very well with the puck, so they stress you defensively. So we'll have to be prepared for that.
It seems there's been a lot of focus and intent on getting pucks in behind on the offensive end lately, particularly that Thursday against Florida. What have you seen in terms of accomplishing that and then winning those puck battles to try to create those offensive possessions.
Yeah, I mean, it's imperative when you're playing against, the quality of teams that we're playing against here that defend the way they do. Whether it's Florida or now Tampa, they defend the neutral zone extremely well. So not a lot of time or opportunity to make plays in front of them. So we've got to do a job of that. That's really important for us. To recognize when there's no opportunity there, and we got to create some speed and some space by putting it in behind, and then earn those pucks back when the races. Be good in the battles, have good sticks. But then also recognize at times when we can make plays in front of them. If you think about the goal that Cotter scored our first game in Florida, Nico takes advantage of space in front of them and recognizes and makes a play, and we finish on it. So that's really what we're looking for, is a team that can make the proper decisions at the right time and lead with our work ethic when the plays aren't there.
That was obviously a shift from the way that some of these guys had been playing, where a lot came off the rush in past years. So have you seen them really now start to maybe process and get that balance of knowing or having a better idea of when it is a good time to get it behind and when they can go and managing that?
Yeah, we have seen better decision making and just guys recognizing the process that we're trying to play with there and making that decision. But it's like everything else, it's day to day. So we hope we can keep it on the rails here tonight and just keep going.
The penalty kill has been so dominant for you guys, especially in the last 9-10 games, and a big contributor to that is the 1-3 neutral zone coverage that you have, forcing teams to dump the puck in to create a 50-50 battle. Just talk a little bit about that aids so much to the success so far.
Yeah, no doubt. Whether it's winning the face-off and getting a clear, or then that initial entry, those things are so important to disrupting the power play. And I think we've done a good job at disrupting the initial play, even if we lose the face-off, getting it clear, and then not allowing that next setup. That's so vital if you want to kill penalties with consistency. I appreciate you bringing that up here again today, because it's going to be stressed in a big way tonight with this power play, with the way they move the puck and the way they come through. But certainly, Ryan McGill's done a great job with the penalty kill. Players have bought in, they've executed, and we'll have to be sharp tonight.
You have a lot of fond memories in this arena playing your pro career with the Tampa Bay Lightning, but also as a coach too. Where does the 2-1 overtime Game 7 game rank in all of your memories in this arena?
Yeah, it was pretty exciting. Obviously a long time coming for us in terms of getting that series win, but I just have so much respect for this organization here in Tampa and their program, and I've seen them probably more than I would like to. But that was an exciting time. And a hard-fought series, and certainly have good memories, but doesn't make it any easier coming here.
What have you seen from your goalies ramping up their game in the past 2 weeks or so?
Just consistency, consistency in their play for sure. I think it coincides with how the group in front of them has played, and right now I think whether it's our 5-on-5 play, power play, penalty kill, goaltending, it's all been clipping along at a real good rate in terms of our success. So we obviously want to keep that going. We think we've managed the schedule, and the schedule itself has reduced in terms of time between games for the goalies. Obviously, October, as we know, was very bunched up and a little extra stress on the goaltenders that way, but we've managed it a little bit better, and we've seen good results in doing so.
Sheldon, forgive me, I joined a little late, but 20 games, basically 25% of the season done. Where are the Devils at from where you want them to be?
Well, I think, if we just reflect on, I'd call it the last 2 road trips, be it our Western Canadian trip, how we played in Vancouver, even how we played for most of the game in Calgary, even though we weren't able to get the goals and pull away in the game. Through 55 minutes of that game, we liked the Edmonton game. It was a little bit of a bend, don't break mentality, but found a way there. There were some really good things happening there. You look at this road trip, that's really representative of how we want to play and what we're capable of. I feel like the players have really gotten into a groove here recently. But as I said, it's day to day. We're seeking consistency and we want to stay with it. But I certainly believe there's a great understanding now of what the expectations are. The group's playing a lot better as a unit, and the competitiveness and the work ethic has gone up to closer to the standard that we're looking for. So all those things give you a chance to compete every night with the type of team that we have. Okay. Thank you.